Hey, what's going on guys? It's me, Aiden, from Anime Apocalypse, and welcome back to Sub or Dub, the series where I go through a certain anime and determine if you should watch it in the sub or the dub. Today, I will be talking about My Hero Academia, going through things like the quality of the dub, the relevance of the show, etc. If you have not seen My Hero Academia before and you are watching this to decide whether or not to watch the dub, beware of spoilers. If you just want my final answer, I will have it written down in the comments so that you can avoid all potential spoilers. But without any further ado, let's hop right into the video. Now if you're anything like me, then you're fine with either the sub or dub. Now I agree that typically if you want a better experience, the sub is the way to go. However, there is that convenience factor about just being able to sit back and watch the dub. As native English speakers, we can often enjoy a dub better because we don't have to think about what they're saying by reading some text. It just comes to us more naturally. And one of the only reasons that people are dub only is because they just don't want to read the text on the screen. They just want a more seamless viewing experience. And the thing with My Hero Academia is that the dub is not bad. For people who would rather have the ease over anything else, there is nothing wrong with the dub. It's done by Funimation, which has done amazing dubs in the past, and My Hero is no exception to that. Now there are many voices that I recognize from previous anime, but honestly that doesn't bother me too much. I quickly adapt to the character and the voice, matching the two together, so it's not that big of an issue. Now another big thing is the lip sync. I personally don't care how well the lip sync matches up with the voices, however Funimation tries to make the lip sync look as good as possible, so if you are a stickler for a good lip sync, I think you will be impressed at how good it is in this show. Now with all this being said, when I started watching the sub, I got used to the Japanese voices pretty quickly. They all seem to be perfect for each character, and I seem to feel more emotion in the characters. And while I think this is true for most anime, My Hero Academia has such a diverse cast of people, you really get to experience the different voices each character has. Bakugo is one huge example. His voice really matched with how his character was written. Not saying that the dub was bad or anything, I just found it really hard to go back to the dub after hearing the sub. It just felt really strange. One example for Bakugo is in Season 3, Episode 23. When he and Midoriya are doing their battle, and Bakugo says how he feels that he caused All Might's demise, the emotion in Bakugo is so much greater in the sub. First, let me play the sub for you.
クソ雑魚のてめえが力をつけてオールマイトに認められて強くなってんのになんで俺は
And now let me play the dub.
Why did a damn small fry like you get strong and become the #1 hero's sidekick, his favorite? You got so much better, and I destroyed All Might! I admired him so much!
As you hear, Bakugo was having voice cracks, and overall the passion in the sub is a lot more in comparison to the dub. Another example of the sub sounding better is in Season 3 Episode 6, when Toga is fighting Ochako. She sounds way creepier in the sub. Here's the sub.
わかるんです。乙女だもん。何この人。好きな人と同じになりたいよね。当然だよね。同じもの身につけちゃったりしちゃうよね。
And here's the dub.
I can tell. Two lovesick girls. What is with her? At first you try to model yourself after the person you want. You start dressing like them. Thing is, that's not enough. You have to go further.
Alright, fine. The sub overall can sound better, but is it really worth the reading? Well, first let's see the relevancy of this show. It currently has 3 seasons out, with Season 4 coming October 12th. So it's definitely a relevant show, and since it's currently number 13 on My Anime List's list for most popular anime, it is safe to assume the fandom for this show is pretty huge. For an anime this popular and no signs of ending soon, we can assume we'll be watching this show years from now. And with at least one more season coming, we get into the release schedule. The first episode of Season 4 is airing on October 12th. Great, but here's the thing. For people who only watch the dub, they'll most likely have to wait for the dub to come out. Now Funimation is usually pretty quick about getting their dubs out. It usually only takes them about a week or two after an episode airs. But for people who don't like to wait for the dub, this can be a problem. Plus, odds are, since you're watching this video, you will see some sort of spoilers for Season 4 while you're waiting for the dub to come out. Now here's the thing, most people I think watch the show in the dub, because that's just what's convenient for them. And if you don't really care about waiting for the dub to come out, and you would rather have convenience over quality, then I would recommend the dub. It's not like it's bad, it's actually pretty good. However, I would really recommend that you try and watch the sub if you're typically a dub-only person. I think that if you're a dedicated fan and you want to watch the episodes right as they air, you will be glad that you have watched the sub for the entire show. You'll have gotten used to the characters, and overall your experience for Season 4 will be a lot greater. Plus, with a large cast of characters, the expressions and how they sound overall match with how they are written better, especially since a lot of the culture and ties are related in Japan. With all this being said, I would ultimately recommend watching both the sub and the dub. They are both really well done, and I definitely think it was worth watching both. If you are typically a sub-only person and you think you'll be active in the My Hero community, I would definitely recommend watching both the sub and the dub. Most clips online are shared as the dub, and it'd be good for you to know the voices that go with each character while watching the clips of the show. But anyway guys, that's gonna be it for me. If you did enjoy, you can leave a like and subscribe for more content similar to this. Leave a comment suggesting which anime you would like me to do next. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
But this isn't something I can just ignore.